Hi, everybody. Hi, guys. So good to see you. Amazing to be here. Hold on one second. Gonna powder my face. I look really shiny. Hi, everybody. How are we? Give me your one-word check-in, friends. How are we doing? Happy, elated, hungry, needing a cocktail, feeling excited. How are we feeling? Hi, Erlene. Hi, Joe. Hi, everybody who's saying hi. I love you guys. I'm so excited to be here. Oh my God, you are I give myself a jug of water, and this man comes behind me. He's trying to get me drunk so he can take advantage of me.
I just know
nobody can see you. Say hi. I mean, look at him. He always has the right glass.
How do you not have that glass?
Hi, I know. Aloha. You're feeling satisfied, Laura. It's kombucha time, Chantel. I love that. I love that. Cocktails have no power. So many people don't have power. Erlene, you've got your wine. I'm so glad. Adrian, hi. Look, he's great. Hi, Andy. You always giggle when Andy's around. I hope that's a good sign.
I think it is.
It is a good sign. He makes me happy. I'm super lucky. Hi. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Pam. I'm so excited to be here tonight.
That's a lot.
What? That's a lot? He's looking at my notes for tonight. I always prep, you guys. You know that. You know I'm your friendly neighborhood national geeky dating coach. Do you have any wisdom you'd like to impart to us tonight? We're talking about how dating is like job search, Andrew. So, and you know about job search.
I know about job search. Yeah.
You do.
You just have to keep at it. Keep trying.
Say hi to Tammy. There's Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Gabrielle. Look at all these cute people on this phone. So I cut you off because I was telling you to say hi to someone. Bad wife. Do you have any wisdom you want to impart to us about dating being like job search? I know you haven't dated in a long time, but it sort of feels to him like he's dating because he's surrounded by someone who is always talking about dating.
Yeah, I think that the best advice I can give is sort of like that book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up. And then it allows you to just do more and more and more, and what settles in is the right thing.
The subtle art of not giving a duck, like a quack quack duck, rhymes with duck. So, good book. So
irons in the fire.
Irons in the fire.
And then
absolutely.
This is as close anyone's going to get to my dating advice. This is it.
I'm not sure. I think you could give dating advice. I think you've heard enough of it at this point. Oh, you guys are loving my dress and my necklace. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Just before, literally, I was printing my notes out for tonight, and I got a call from GMA. So at 8:30 tonight, Central, I am doing an interview that is, I guess, going to be on GMA. I may make it on for like 5 seconds tomorrow because it's actually about Gwyneth Paltrow wrote an article for Vogue UK about conscious uncoupling. And as you might remember, about 4 years ago, she and Chris Martin, lead singer of Coldplay, love Coldplay, decided to divorce. And when they went public after a year of being separated, they told the world that they were going to consciously uncouple. And what happened and what she wrote about, and I would say I just read the article literally 20 minutes ago because I'm going to be talking about it 30 minutes after our IG live. So that's why I'm a little bit more zhuzhed up for you guys. Not that I don't zhuzh up for you guys, but that is why there's a little extra jewelry zhuzh for tonight. So yes, Gabrielle, that's right. It's like better apart, consciously uncoupling. Gabrielle's on this, and she's got this amazing She's a divorce attorney and has this great program that you can take called Better Apart, and it just helps you to be more peaceful with your divorce. And that's right. Gwyneth endorsed Gabrielle's program, so everybody give Gabrielle some love because she's on here and she's a good friend of mine and a lovely soul. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm taping with GMA at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, so right after this call. So I read the article really quick, got prepped for you guys, but do read the article. Kim, yes, it worked for you. So many people are now trying to get divorced amicably, if that's possible. I know that there are situations that it's just not possible. I was with a client today, and she lives in Chicago, and she is working with us for a year in our year-long program. And so instead of doing a Zoom or a phone coach, we went on a walk coach. So I walked with her for an hour, and we walked around Lincoln Park, and it was so fun. And this poor woman is in year 5 of a very, very contentious divorce that looks like there is no end in sight. So yeah, just sending her love. Tina, I adore you too. Divorce is a tough thing, and conscious uncoupling. So what Gwyneth wrote about is how she was ubiquitously mocked for saying she was consciously uncoupling, and people were, in addition to her grieving and being so, hurt after divorce feels so awful, and then to be mocked by the whole world about consciously uncoupling, people are like, what the hell is that? And now she says in the article, what people are asking me is, how do you do that? So it's really amazing, and I am really honored to be able to talk about it. Now, who knows, I could get cut from the segment. This stuff happens when you do what I do and you do media interviews. You just go with the flow. And if you're on, you're on. And if you don't make it, you giggle, you have a sip of water, and you move on with your day. So I am super excited to be here today with the necklace, with the earrings, getting ready for Gwyneth and GMA. But more importantly, I'm really happy to be here with you guys today. So thank you, as always, for you guys giving me an hour of your evening and trusting me with your vulnerability and with your questions about dating and love. And I don't take it lightly, and I love being here for you. I get so many, you guys keep me going. I'm a words of affirmation person. Who isn't, at the end of the day, if we're honest? People are sending notes in the mail, beautiful DMs about this time together, which I enjoy, but it's so nice to know that that you guys are enjoying it too. So thank you. That's what keeps me going to do these Instagrams so much. Thank you, Pam. I'm so grateful for all of your kind words. So what I wanted to talk about tonight, I'm always thinking about different topics that I can talk to you guys about that would resonate and, kind of help you to understand more about the dating world, more about yourself, more about how to stay optimistic through this search, more about how to perform this search. There's so much stuff that is going on, and we're coming into Q4. I mean, can you believe it? It's like, we're already jettisoned into August, and come November, December, peak dating season is going to start, and I'm thinking of doing a free 30-minute class on Zoom to talk about peak dating season. If you guys think that'd be a good idea, throw a thumbs up because I just want to help and tell you guys all about these fun things that you need to know about, most importantly, about peak dating season, what it is, and how you're going to take the next few months to really get ready for it. And you're not going to procrastinate, because usually I'm not talking about it until December, but I want to talk to you guys about it because I am a planner, as you guys well know, right? And I know so many of you guys are planners too, so I want you to be in pole position, in the bird's eye, have the steering wheel of peak dating season. So I'm glad I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up about that. If you guys aren't part of my database, go to smartdatingacademy.com, fill out a contact form. As soon as you do that, it automatically will pop you into our newsletters. We do the majority of our announcements and articles and inspirational things through there. So definitely do that, because that's where we will be announcing that, especially because it's not an Instagram thing. So definitely, right now, just go to smartdatingacademy.com. Literally, you can sign up for our free ebook, which is called The 7 Clues That You're Dating a Narcissist, or just sign up and say, hi, Bella, I'm here for your newsletter, whatever it is. So that's what you can do. And then you will be notified about our free Zoom class. And so today, what I want to tell you about is how dating is like job search. There's a ton of similarities, a ton of parallels. And I started to realize this once I started helping people with online dating, which you guys know my story. I started out matchmaking in 2009 and branded myself as Chicago's matchmaker, and quickly realized within 6 months of doing that matchmaking wasn't the best value for anyone. It was actually learning to be your own matchmaker. And so I started to help people understand the qualities that made them happy in a partner, what red flags were, and then utilizing online dating and real life to get out there and find their partners. And what I started to realize as I started to put these processes together on the fly, because I thought I was going to be a matchmaker, and now I completely pivoted the business, is how many amazing parallels that there are to dating successfully and putting a dating plan together and job search. So the first thing, for those of you who like statistics as much as I do, and sometimes you might hear me say this, but one of my mentors, Tony Robbins, always says repetition is the mother of skill. The more you hear something, the more it sinks in, the more likely you are to actually change something or act on it. So 48% of adults in this country are single. Can you believe that, you guys? Isn't that amazing? If you're on this call and you feel like you're the last single person on earth and all your friends are married, and maybe you're coming out of divorce, I'm here to tell you that you know what? You are in great company. Almost half of American adults are single, right? And there's a very predominant belief in our culture that, as opposed to other cultures, you guys know my parents are immigrants from India. If you guys have not seen Indian Matchmaker, watch it. It's hilarious and spot on. But many other cultures prioritize marriage. In the Jewish culture, we have the Yentas, the Indians. It's like a family affair. Many, many cultures around the world. But what's happened in the U.S. is we have this myth, and I don't know if it's perpetuated by Hollywood, if that is perpetuated by Harlequin novels, and the things that we watch and the things that we read, but we have this fallacy that love is just supposed to fall into our laps, right? And if it doesn't, and if we can't find love, that there's something wrong with us, and we shouldn't have to work at it. It should just fall into our lap. So let me extinguish those theories right away. Number one, there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. It just hasn't been your time yet. And so what I will tell you is, and the second thing is, you, like anything big that you do in your life, right? Like job search, right? You want to be planful, and you want to have a plan to do this. So the first thing I want to tell you is what successful dating and successful job search have in mind, or have in common, is that they both require a plan, right? If you got furloughed, and so many people are furloughed or getting laid off right now, you wouldn't sit there and just go, well, you know what? I got fired or furloughed. You know what? and that just means I'm unemployable. And even if you sent out 50 resumes and you had 30 interviews and nothing turned up, you wouldn't just lay in your own stew and sit there and just say, you know what, I'm just unemployable. That is what it is. It's just not meant for me. So I'm just going to stop looking for a job because, it's survival. You would never do that. You would network harder. You would take jobs that you might not be that excited about. You would broaden your horizons because it's about survival, right? You would do what it takes to find that job, and you would have a plan, and you would hit the plan, and you'd revise the plan. And so just like a successful job search, which will end up in employment for you, I want to tell you that dating also requires a plan. Okay? You have to have a plan. Okay? And I'm telling you, it's August and peak dating season is coming up in December. So I want you guys to think about your dating search and making a plan as seriously as you would think about job search, or maybe changing industries or starting your own business. You would do none of those without a plan, right? You would 100% have a plan. So I want you to think about what would be in your dating plan, okay? And because you have to have one. And I can't give you your dating plan because I don't know you individually. So what I will tell you is that you need to put together a dating plan that's going to work for you, that you're excited about, and you're going to do something every single day on your plan, and think about it that seriously and really let that marinate. Like if I were out of work, I would have job search and I would be hitting my networks up. I'd be looking at job boards. I'd be doing everything it takes. I'd be talking to recruiters. I'd zhuzh up my LinkedIn profile and my resume. Successful dating requires a plan, and a big plan, because you guys know, remember, rule number 1 on the poster in my office, for those of you who listen to me all the time, by H. Jackson Brown, the 21 suggestions for success. Rule number 1, marry the right person. This one decision will determine 90% of your happiness or 90% of your misery. Okay? So you've got to have a plan and stick to your plan. And your dating plan should include meeting people in real life, although who the hell knows when we're going to meet people in real life because of COVID, getting set up, and online dating. So somebody's happy 995 billion is posting about peak dating season, starts in December, ends in February. The busiest online dating day of the year is the Sunday after New Year's Day. So that's when peak dating season is. So that is what's going on. Oh, good. Donna, I see you met someone after the May Love Lab. She did our online dating love lab. You guys, do you know how much love has come from our online dating love lab? It's truly amazing. We have people that are in exclusive relationships that were in our May Love Lab, and it's August. This stuff works, okay? So I'm really glad, Donna, that you met someone. You are talking and you are texting and you like it. Mwah! Everyone give Donna some love, because she found someone and she was on our Love Lab, or she's texting and talking to somebody. Let's say she's got one in her funnel right now, but I know what a big step that was for her. So that is what I would tell you about that. So have a plan, and you've got to stick to your plan, okay? So everybody basically right now is doing things online. So for you guys, that if your dating plan, if you all know that you have bad pickers, Donna, look at all the love you're getting. If you guys know that you have bad pickers, if you know that you have bad dating patterns, if you know that you have narcissistic tendencies, meaning you pick narcissists, people, get some help. That stuff does not fix itself. Okay, I'm telling you, you need support. Help is out there. Get it, but as part of your plan, you need to build a village around you. And my point number 2 is seek professional help if you need it. Okay, there's no shame in this, y'all. It takes a village to find love. Did you hear me? Let me tell you again. It takes a village to find love. Love is not going to fall into your lap. You need a dating plan, and you're going to need a village around you. And who's in your village? Your most supportive, positive, smart friends, okay? If you want to step it up and you want a village around you, hire a great therapist, hire a great coach, get someone, a counselor. Find someone who can help you navigate this, that can actually tell you, yes, that's a good people. No, that's not a good people. You know, exactly. T.D. Smith says, love will not fall in my lap. It will not fall into your lap. Absolutely not. Okay, and so that's great. Okay, Bianca, I did it through my EAP, so it's free. Get a counselor, right? You need a village, guys. This is stuff that is deep-seated, right? Sometimes we carry wounds from childhood with us, where we didn't have the mom we wanted, we didn't have the dad we wanted, we didn't get the love we wanted, we didn't get the attention, the words of affirmation. And then we take that wounded little child inside of us and we seek out relationships that replicate what we saw at home because we have some unfinished business or we feel comfortable in that stew. That stuff is hard stuff to break. You can read every book in the world, you can have the information, but to actually take the action is really, really hard. When I started this business 10 years ago, if you would have asked me, I'd be doing what I'm doing today, I would tell you, I would have never guessed that we're putting guardrails around people and helping them say this is a good one and this is a bad one. And I'm telling you, we catch catfishers, we catch narcissists all the time. And this is what you need. So seek out professional help. And again, how is this like job search? If you needed professional help, you might seek out a professional stylist to really up your game so that you look like the smoking hot person when you walked into your office. You're chic, you're styling, if you're a guy, you look dapper and you're modern and you look a professional and you look the part. You'd invest in new clothes. You'd buy a new briefcase. You would do so many things. You'd invest in a professional writer to write your resume, right? Think about your dating search in very much the same way. So many times people just feel like they feel shame if they have to invest in this process. If there is nothing more important than finding love, right? The lid to your pot. People, we are wired that way. I am not telling you this because this is my business. I'm saying I exist and my business exists because we are wired to pair bond. We are wired to find long-term committed partners. So seek out, invest in the things that you need. And so many of you are women listening to this. We don't readily invest in ourselves, right? We invest in everybody around us, in our aging parents, in our children, in their education, in making everybody's lives better. But there are so many times that we don't take care of us. Remember when they say on airplanes, you got to put your mask on before you help somebody else with their mask? You need to take care of yourself. Get the support, get the leverage like people are saying here. They've gotten coaches, they've gotten counselors, and it's helping. People are doing virtual counseling. People have, I'm seeing I followed Bela's advice. Awesome. You're doing right. You do the same thing over and over again and you're not getting results. It's okay to say, I need help around this process and I want to free you. I want to free you from the shackles of shame and saying, I should know how to do this. No, you shouldn't. Did you go to class to learn how to find love in high school or college? I didn't. My parents didn't. My siblings didn't. My husband didn't. We aren't taught the most important things we should ever be taught in school. Do not shame yourself for needing help around this process, okay? Get the help that you need and stop doing this on your own alone. If you're choosing to do this alone, you're making that conscious choice. There are so many people out there that will love you and adore you and take care of you. Get a great therapist. I see my friend, Dr. Alexander Solomon, just patched into this call. You guys, there are amazing therapists out there. Help to heal those wounds. Reach out to me. We're all here for you. I love this. Maud, you bought your red lipstick, new clothes, heels. You're going to have a picture taken by a pro on the dating path. Amen. Sister, you are making a plan. You are investing in yourself. Hands up. Rise, Maud. I am so happy for you. I am so happy that you are taking steps and you guys are listening and you guys are investing in yourselves and investing in this process. Do not shame yourself and think that something's broken and that you should know how to do this and we're born how to do this. Hell no, we are not born to know how to do this. Our classroom is our home with our parents, and sometimes that works out and sometimes it doesn't, okay? So invest in yourself and you will feel your shoulders come down. I hear this from clients all the time. My shoulders came down. I lowered my anxiety. I feel like help is on the way. You guys, help is on the way. Get that village around you. Seek out professional help if you need it. And please do it. Get your photographers. Come to Chicago. Use my photographers. There's nothing better. We write profiles. In my dating love lab, I wrote a Mad Libs template. I told you guys about this to write the perfect online profile for Match and Bumble in a Mad Libs template. How easy could that be? Okay, so there are tons of things that you guys can do to get yourself. So I told you, you need to have a plan and get professional help in the ways that you need it, and stop shaming yourself. Please don't do that. I shouldn't have to do this. Something's wrong. Nothing is wrong with you. C-suite people have coaches. The best athletes in the world have coaches, and they have help, and they have therapists. So y'all take a deep breath and love on yourself. And oh, Dee Dee, I'm so glad that you loved AJ's photos. My photographer is the bomb diggity. I mean, just amazing. Our pictures are awesome. And I'm going to be newslettering about a new client who came in from New York yesterday, who is starting the dating journey. She's never been married, in her mid-50s. Lovely. Had lots of issues. Parents didn't have a healthy relationship with the kids or each other, and she is embarking on this dating process, and she is going to let all of you follow along with her journey. So super excited about all of this. Look at Adrian, all my people. AJ's awesome. I love this. So come visit me. Come to Chicago. Come get your photos done here. The love in our studio is off the charts, okay? And I'm gonna tell you tip number 3 about why dating is like job search. You need to be active every single day. If you were unemployed or furloughed or laid off, or you just wanna get back to work, you would not tell yourself, well, I could do something maybe once a week and it'll be fine and I'll get a job. Oh, heck no, right? You need to be active every single day. Have your dating routine, 30 minutes a day. You do your thing, but you have to be active every day. And I'm not saying a lot. Put in a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there. It's like, I tell my clients, look, it's like, I'd like you to work out every day, and I use this with regards to being online. Like, if you can't work out, at least take the stairs to your office, right? At least if you can't send out 5 new messages a day, send out a few likes, okay? Do something, land in someone's DMs. I don't care, but do something positive for your dating life. I'm glad you guys are excited for her journey. That I'm really excited. She was actually in our first love lab, the woman who then signed up to work with us and flew to Chicago yesterday, did her photos, said it was literally the best day of her life. That made me cry. If I say that, I'm gonna cry. And she wants to inspire other people, and for you guys to be able to watch her journey through our newsletter. So get on our newsletter so you'll see Holly's journey, okay? So every single day, if you were on job search, you'd be having coffees with people. I've seen when my husband Andy has worked for big corporations, and there are times he's been out of work either by choice or because his division was disbanded, and he would have coffees with people to network. He was searching new connections on LinkedIn and doing something every single day, looking at job boards, having people walk his resume into people's offices, making those connections every single day. He would do something to land himself in a job, and it never took him more than a couple of months to land on his feet in a really good place because he was hustling it and working it every single day. And it's the same thing for dating. Okay, it's the same thing. You want to do something every single day for your own love life, because I promise you it's going to pay dividends. It's not going to pay dividends right away. You can't have the Amazon Prime mentality for this just because you do something in the right way. And when I told you Holly's going to let us follow her journey, Holly, I told her, I said, girl, you ain't going to find love in 3 or 6 months. Okay. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. We're putting the training wheels on your bike, and we're going to take this slow, and we're going to take it steady, and we're going to walk through this process. There's going to be great days. There's going to be speed bump days. It's just like life in general. So, but have that psychotic optimism, and you will 100% find love. Every single one of you is going to find love. And I hope that with this, I am telling you that you all pretend with being single, pretend you're telling yourself you're unemployed. And would you stew in that juice and do nothing about it? Heck no. You would work it. You would own it. You would be doing things every day. You would be making investments in yourself. You would be building a village around you. I want you to do the same for your dating life. I want you guys to tell me in the comments what you're going to do to get your dating plan put together, okay, while I answer the questions. So today was a speed bump day for you, Laura. Mwah, sending you love. Tomorrow is a new day. And remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. There's got to be bad dates to recognize what the good dates are, okay? So you keep going. We're going to pedal that bike, and you will find love, I promise you. Okay, so dating and job search, hand in hand, people, okay? So this is not easy. You need a plan, and you got to stick to the plan. And it's just like job search. You wouldn't quit it until you landed in the job, okay? And sometimes you got to take that interim job to get your dream job, right? Just you do it, okay? Thumbs up. Absolutely. So you're going to get pictures by me. Peggy, fantastic. Get it going. For Chicago, come to Chicago. I think you're in Chicago, okay? So just need new photos. You guys, we're here. Get photos, or do them in your own city if you don't want to get on a plane and come to Chicago. So, okay. Brittany, you're leaving early tonight. We'll miss you. We love you. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of my wine since my lovely husband gave it to me. Stay consistent. Andy, you're absolutely right. Okay, I'm going to read. I have, 15 questions already, and I just posted a sticker today. You guys are prolific with your questions. Prolific. David, I am so glad that you're doing our September Love Lab. Everybody give David some love. Big hearts. I'm all about giving people love. That is taking massive action for his dating life. He is doing the September 12th online dating love lab. He's been in our Instafam from the beginning. He is a crowd favorite. So everybody give David some love. I see. Do you see the hearts coming up, David? Yes. No. Janet, we're not going to let David have a photo with the big fish. 100% no way. Ro got her photos done. Ro came down from Milwaukee and did her photos with us. And her photos, you guys, she's gorgeous. Also from Love Lab 1. Came down. Look at David. You're getting all this love from all these gorgeous women on this call. So you are doing the right thing, and you are going to slay the dating world during peak dating season, right? Because you're doing it in September, and that dating is just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. I'm glad, because September Love Lab is very close to selling out. So it's a good thing you got your spot. You guys, okay. Question number 1. Updates on your clients who were finding love in pandemic. Still really working? Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to try and feature Musaka Matthew. I know you guys were following the story. Dawn, our client who was dating Musaka Matthew, and for those of you who don't know the story, they met right in the heart of when Corona started spiking. Dawn came to Chicago. She's working with us on our 6-month silver plan. She came in February. Suddenly the world shuts down, and she starts dating online with her new profile and her new photos. And she had a tragic loss of her husband when she was in her late 30s, the love of her life, and he died in a very freak accident. So she grieves, heals, comes to Chicago, and starts dating online. And she was on Match. We put her on Match, and she was overrun by guys. She's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? She was getting all these dates, and then the world shuts down. And So she starts, Lindsay and I were helping her with video dating and mastering video dating. And this guy was a front runner from day one. And he said to her, it was like their third video date, and they were just chatting, and they were, in their kitchens cooking dinner. Cause I always recommend, like, do an activity while you're video dating so it doesn't feel so boring. And he asked her, what's your favorite food? And she said, moussaka. In fact, when Dawn came to Chicago in February, she says, Bela, what's the best Greek restaurant in Chicago? I said, well, you can go to the Greek town in Chicago, down Halstead, and we have all these great Greek restaurants. So you can go to the Greek islands or Athena. So she went and she got some moussaka. So she told Matthew on this call that moussaka was her favorite food. And he's like, oh my God, like, I fancy myself being a cook. So he looks up a recipe. He's like, oh my God, that is so detailed and so long. It's like a Greek lasagna, essentially, and it's layers of stuff, and it's amazing. And he's like, I could never make this. So they keep video dating, and finally she agrees to do a socially distanced picnic date with him, right? It's like March, and they live in Kansas. And so he picks her up, mask on, and comes to her house and gets her. And now, mind you, they've been video dating, okay? Like, yes, he picked her up at her house. So, and he opened her car door for her. And he said, actually, before I open the door, let me come around. Like, I'm going to open the back door, have a look. And he opens the back door, and in the back seat of his car, he had a tray of moussaka. And he said to her that in the last week, this was his third try at it. And he wanted to get it perfect for her. So this man planned a picnic, made moussaka, brought it to her house. But wait, there's more. So he didn't want to be that guy and come into this woman's house, right? And so he found a gas station that was on the way to the picnic spot that they were going to go to, and took the moussaka and warmed it up in the microwave at the store, so he didn't have to go into her house and be the creepy guy. And then a week later, and so they were at the picnic, and there were all these flowers in the spot, and he's like, oh, what are your favorite flowers? And then several weeks later, he filled her house. He sent her bouquets and bouquets and bouquets of flowers. And I was like, oh my God. And he's doing all of this personal work, and I loved so many things about him. And I said, I think this is your guy. And I want you guys to know that for 3 weeks ago, time is like a big blur to me, they became exclusive. And I just checked in with her yesterday, and she sent me another set of pictures. Let me see if I can find them. I will, and I'll show you how. Hold on. I'm going to show you what he sent to her yesterday, and you can see. Dawn. Okay, hold on. You guys, okay, I'm going to hold this up for you. Look at what he did. She sent this to me yesterday. Can you guys see this? Look at all those flowers. Those arrived her house. I mean, and this is her boyfriend. This is how this woman should be treated. Okay, does he have any cousins in LA, right? You guys, when you were looking for high GHQ guys, and she had so many narcissists that were hovering around her, and Lindsay and I were like, hell to the no. We put tons of barriers up around her. I mean, this is after exclusivity. You all, this is not love bombing, okay? This is her boyfriend, and he's still at it. I mean, I'm going to make the picture bigger, and it just goes across. I mean, come on. I showed this to Andy. I was like, dude, I don't think you've ever given me that many flowers in our entire life. And that would include my wedding bouquet. So it's amazing. Absolutely, right? You love this so much. I know. So Moussaka Matthew and Dawn are doing great. Then our client that lives out on the East Coast, the doctor that we were telling you about, is incredibly happily in love with the man that she video dated for 3 months. She's a physician. She's 64 years old and did not want to have COVID. And she had lost the love of her life a few years ago. So they were both incredibly careful. And every single day they wrote letters to each other. And she says to me, and she was laughing because, Lindsay is my head dating coach. And the man that our client met, his name is Lindsay. And so my Lindsay immediately told our client, you need to rename me Lindsay Awesome in your phone because I don't want steamy texts from you and your man. So I'm just telling you, hilarious. So whoever I know who asked this question, finding love during pandemic can work. You all keep at it, okay? So there's other inspiring stories, but those are the ones that I was telling you guys about from the beginning. So yeah, pandemic love is hot. It's going strong. And remember, peak dating season's coming. So it's going to get even better. And you're going to make your plans. Okay, so let's see. Next question. As a single mother, is it better to date people with kids or no kids? Blended families seem hard. No, doesn't matter. Cast your net out wide, right? The right lid to your pot might have kids. He might not have kids. I have had many single parents come to me saying, I don't want someone that has kids, right? I don't want another single parent because my life is hard enough and I don't need anybody else's kids. I'll tell you what, some of the happiest clients that I have were single parents, and they combined with other single parents, and they've blended their families together with kids. Is it easy? Of course not. Guys, what in life that's important is easy? Nothing. Take a trip down memory lane of all the things that you have accomplished in your life that you're proud of. Which one of them has been easy? Not one. Okay? Dating is not supposed to be easy. Love with the right person will be easy. It will be work, but the work will not be soul-crushing, energy-sucking work. It will be easy overall, okay? You will navigate things easily, okay? So that's it. Cast your net out wide. Absolutely. So next one says, recover after ghosted me. 2 years in a relationship. I think what she means is, how do I recover after being ghosted after a 2-year relationship? That is awful. I am so sorry that happened to you. People that ghost aren't capable of long-term adult relationships, and being ghosted and rejection, abandonment, ghosting. Remember, emotional pain lights up the same neural pathways in our brain as physical pain. It hurts badly, and ghosting can make us feel like we have no closure. We don't know what happened. You know what? The best way to get over being ghosted is time. It's time. It's talking to a counselor, getting a coach, getting a therapist, processing your anger, your grief over the abrupt ending of the relationship, and knowing that the only person that can give you closure is you. Other people can never give us closure. We have to say the relationship is over. And I know these are hard truths that I speak sometimes, but I'm telling you, no one else can ever give you closure. They can tell you something, but it won't give you closure until you cut it off in your mind and let it go. It's really hard, but I would say in your mind, if you can, thank him at the end of the day for wasting only 2 years of your life and not 20 years of your life. Sometimes people get ghosted. They are married and they get cheated on after that long. Good riddance to him. My heart goes to you, and I send you a lot of love over that. But the only way to recover is processing it, forgiving, letting it go, and moving on. Let's see. Oh, I think there's a continuation to that question. We were friends, then dated, overall know each other for 3 years, and he ghosted me. Yeah, that's all part of one question. So I think we covered that. So someone else, okay, I was thinking about Musaka Matthew. Did it work over time? Well, you guys know that's going strong at this point. I showed you all the flowers of Musaka Matthew. Lots of love. This process works, you guys. Slow and steady, filtering out the bad ones, letting the good ones in. And I'm telling you, like I said, the narcissists were all flocking around her, and she was like, oh, this guy seems really nice. We're like, no, he's not nice at all. That's love bombing you. So there's a lot of nuances that we help you to work around so that you can have your house filled with flowers, not by a narcissist, sociopathic love bomber, but actually a guy who's really in it for the long haul and committed to you and loves you and has good husband qualities. Next question. How do I get a man newly dating to call instead of text? Ask him to call you. Say, I would love to put a voice to a name. How about we chat live tonight or tomorrow night or whatever it is? Set up a schedule. And if he says no, or if he blows off your request, it's a red flag, right? That's what I would tell you. Definitely a red flag, but most likely, hopefully, hi Max, my little boy just walked in. Are you giving me the thumbs up about red flags? Huh? Do you want to come say hi? Come say hi. But ask them to call you instead of texting you. Can you smile at everybody? Oh my God. This is my cute going into 7th grade son. Max, were we talking about red flags the other day?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah. In 7th grade, there's dating issues, right? It's okay. No one you know is watching this. You can tell the truth. Max, my kids get a lot of dating advice that I give to adults, right? So we talk about red flags. We talk about green flags, don't we?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. You don't have to stay if you don't want to.
Say what? Like
No, you don't have to stay if you don't want to.
I'm going
Okay.
for a bike ride.
Huh? Okay. Bye, Max. He is so cute. Everybody's saying you're cute. He gave you guys the thumbs up. So yeah, you guys, I'm telling you guys, red flags, they start early. He's been telling me about some girls in his grade. I showed him my dating handbook that our clients get, when our one-on-one clients get. You guys, I showed him the red flags by phase, and his eyes lit up. He's like, can I take a picture of that? I was like, yes, you can, Max. So, yes, it starts really early. So let's see. So yeah, red flags, guys, they start early with people. Next question. After 2 months of messaging and video chatting, does he earn my story? I like him, no red flags. Well, that's great. If you've been messaging for 2 months and video chatting, that's awesome. Okay. So I think that it's absolutely okay that you start to have real conversations with each other. Let him earn your story, right? Spend some time together. Hopefully you'll go on a socially distanced date soon, and still keep the information light, and you can just let out crumbs about your past, crumbs about whatever it is you want him to know about your story. So that's what I would tell you. Enjoy it. And just let things out when you feel comfortable. I see someone here asking, Kathy, what's a love bomber? It's a person who is flooding you in the beginning. You're the most intoxicating, amazing woman. I've never met a woman like you. I want to buy you jewelry and fly you around. It's like bombing you with love, and they will leave you high and dry within 3 or 4 months. So I see Donette, I see too many red flags at the beginning. How do I know if I'm being too sensitive? You might be, you might not be. We get a lot of people that will come in and they're kind of looking at things from that red flag or let me look for what's wrong perspective. Sometimes it's wrong. Sometimes it's right for the red flags, and sometimes they're not red flags. So it's a case by case thing. You might be being too sensitive. I call it red flag trigger happy. So we have a lot of red flag trigger happy people. So it's good to be cognizant of them. But if you have questions, then it's definitely worth thinking about, because it's always a case by case scenario. So I love you guys talking about Max. Thank you. Max is adorable, and he's really emotionally intelligent, and I can work with him on the dating thing. So 3 to 4 weeks you can experience a love bomber. Oh heck, I've seen love bombers for sure. So Kim's saying she's watched too much Dateline, so we're all red flag trigger happy. So here, I need to update my photos, but my hair is off the COVID chain. What do? Get your hair zhuzhed up. Long hair is good dating hair if you want my 10 years of analysis. So color it, do whatever you have to do. You guys know I started moving to Madison Reed when my salon was closed, and there's lots of things you can do. Yes, I'm now homegrown hair, so it's all good. So I will go back to my salon, but right now if you can find a solution that works at home, that's amazing. So get your hair zhuzhed up and get your photos done. So love bombers are definitely not looking long term. And you guys, love bombing, narcissism, all this ultimately comes out of low self-esteem and trauma that these people have had, right? And they can't emotionally connect. They're just not capable of it. They're not capable of love and just being mean to you. This is just how they are. They had stuff when they were growing up, unprocessed. Who knows what it was? That's usually how it happens in any case. And bless them on their way. Let them go. Say bye. So, how to attract the type of man I am looking for realistically? Well, that is a very big question. How to attract the kind of man I'm looking for realistically? I think it's good to be realistic about who we all are, what I always say, what lane we swim in, right? And I see, and casting your net out wide online, having great photos, having an amazing profile, sending good messages, having a daily dating routine, and starting to build your dating funnel and dating people really well. And then letting that chemistry develop, right? And looking for high GHQ. This is how the whole process works. So how to attract the type of man I'm looking for realistically? This is what we do. Okay, this is exactly the process that we guide people through. We've helped thousands of people over the last decades. This is what I do, GMA. This is why I'm sure we're going to be helping more people on Good Morning America through singles and COVID. But yeah, realistically, you've got to make those investments. You've got to have a dating plan. You've got to invest in yourself, in your stuff, get the help around you in order to be your best online and in real life. Be beautiful on the inside, put that self out there, package yourself well, and know how to be attractive to another person, right? Kindness, social generosity, things that we have talked about, increasing your own attractiveness, knowing what your body language looks like. There's so many parts to this to attract the right kinds of people. And so there's a whole process. You've got this. You can do this. Remember, help is out there. Okay, if you need the help, you can have the help, or you can do it on your own, but make a plan and stick to your plan. Okay, that's right, Donna. Love Lab. Do the online dating Love Lab. Get your zhuzh up to speed. We give you a lot of secrets in the Love Lab, guys. Things that we don't share anywhere else. So you'll definitely be happy that you invested in it. Okay. Oh wait, there was another question, and I wrote a couple on the sidelines here. Okay. Question. If there's only one photo posted, is that a red flag? Could be. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. It depends. If the person is willing to hop on the phone with you and get on a video chat with you, then it isn't a red flag. Sometimes it is a red flag. I think I told you guys the story about how we caught a catfisher that had one amazing picture that we found was in an image bank. But then the next day he sent, one of my absolute favorite clients 4 other photos of himself that looked like selfies. I was like, oh my God, maybe he is real. And then we schemed to have her get on a call with him, and when they were on the phone for 5 minutes, she says, I couldn't even understand what he said, not one word. And he said his name was Larry, and he was based in Arizona, and he was obviously calling from some foreign scammer call center. So no, we netted that catfish really well. So that is what I would tell you. One photo doesn't have to be a red flag, but sometimes it can definitely be a red flag. So I like to think that's one of our superpowers, catching narcissists and catfishers. We're really good at that. They always say, what is your superpower? I want you guys to think about this. It's actually a tangent question. I want you to think about this for next week. What is your superpower? What are you so good at? And we'll share that. And if I forget next week, you guys let me know. In the beginning, when we start off, we're going to talk about everybody sharing their own superpower. So I'm excited. So let's see. Hold on. Oh my God, there's so many more questions. Geez, Bella. Okay. We know your advice on the first 3 dates. What about dates 4 through 6? Well, there are lots of, dates 4, 5, and 6, right? There's still first dates, in my opinion. Remember what I talked about 2 weeks ago. We're not speeding through date 1, date 2, date 3. Date 3 is not a make it or break it date. Date 3 is like date 1 to me. Dates 4, 5, and 6, you're starting to get to know each other. You can start to share your stories a little bit. Do something fun. Stay out of each other's houses. Do not have sex on dates 4, 5, and 6. Let's just go there, because then you will be emotionally bonded by the oxytocin floating through your veins, right? You don't want to do that. You want people to earn you, okay? And you want to make sure time is one of the most important things in deciding if the person is really good for you. And so often everybody wants to speed that time up. You guys know with my trajectory, you are not in an exclusive relationship until months into the dating process, and that is under our supervision. So someone says, where do you buy the Berry Lip product? This is NARS Palais Royale, you guys know, and my lip liner under here is Belmar, and I get it. I couldn't find it anywhere. They're sold out. I don't know if you guys are all buying Palais Royale and Belmar, but they were both sold out, and I found them on some obscure Amazon pocket. So that is what I buy, but they're both NARS products, NARS, NARS. Let's see. Somebody's here is saying, what Carm Go? What about after 5 months and it seems like a roller coaster? Red flags. Good relationships should be easy, not like roller coasters. Remember, the work should be easy. It's okay to have conflict, but you should navigate through them easily. When I hear roller coaster, it means ups and downs, maybe good times, really, really bad times. So I don't know. I'd have to learn more about the situation. I don't usually just give out advice over like one thing because I don't want to steer you in the wrong way. I'd have to know a lot more about it. But roller coaster seems a little red flaggy to me after 5 months. So let's see. Next question. How do I stop overanalyzing and looking for red flags? Red flag trigger happy seems to be a common theme through today. I think you guys need to understand what high GHQ is and versus red flags. If not, if you're just focusing on finding the red flags, you might be dating from a place of skepticism. You might be dating from a place of having trust issues, right? You're gonna have to, again, get help, get coaching, get counseling. I'm just going to call it like I see it. If you feel like you're red flag trigger happy and you're doing an over analysis, you need someone to help take the anxiety off of you. Okay. I'm telling you what works. Trust me. I've been doing this for 10 years. If it didn't work, I wouldn't be sitting here with you. Right. And you want to screen people in. That's right, Cher. You want to screen people in that don't have red flags. So somebody's saying, what about if he doesn't keep the conversation going? Then let him go. If somebody doesn't like you a little bit more than you like them, they out, right? What is high GHQ? High in good husband qualities. That is our trademark of how we help women to navigate who is a partner that's going to make them happy for the next 100 years of their lives. So it's very different. And David, yes, it is good wife qualities as well. You guys are absolutely right. I love this. Be psychotically optimistic while having your eyes open. The Bela recipe. I am obsessed with this InstaFam. You guys are the best. Absolutely. So this is what I would tell you. How is it already 7:58? And last week it kicked me and Lindsay off. So if it does kick me off in advance with no warning, I'm just going to tell you I love you. I'm not going to get off right now, but I'm guessing I have a 2-minute warning here. Let's see. Somebody here is saying how to ace the second date. Ace the second date by having fun, being yourself, being positive, looking for high GHQ. Don't be red flag trigger happy, but don't ignore the red flags either. Do something more active. Plan a fun date. If it's a video date, do a video show and tell. Find the most meaningful objects in your house and tell each other about them. So that is what I would tell you. Now it is giving me the 1 minute, 56 minute warning. Okay. Last question that I can take. I'm sorry, you guys. There are like 3 or 4 other ones, but I'll take them next week. Actually, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to mark off the questions I did not get to. You guys, I'm going to end with inspiration as always. Love is out there for you. Put your plan together, just like you would to find a new job. You are on the find a man or find a woman plan. There are resources out there. Invest in yourself. It's okay that this hasn't happened for you yet, because it will. I know it will. I'm spreading my zhuzh on you guys, my fairy dust. You guys, grab a seat in the online dating love lab. You are going to kick yourself that you didn't, because the price is going to go up another $300. Get it now before peak dating season. I want you, as part of your plan, just do it and invest in yourself, okay? At the end of the day, it's like less than your rent. Just do it, and you will do something. I want to hear about your plan. Do our online dating love lab. Look at all the people on here talking about the love lab. I mean, you're really missing out. And then you're going to get 3 hours with me and Lindsay, and you're going to get to ask all your questions in a tiny group format, and you're going to meet all these other singles. You guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me again and again. And I will see you next Thursday. And you guys, I'm going to be dropping a podcast soon, and I'm going to ask you guys to help me get the word out there and share. Thanks, Charlene. You did the Love Lab. It was great. It really is great. I love you guys. Do the Love Lab. Get a plan together. Do it. Mwah. Have a great week.